Good evening. Welcome to another session of Insta Live, and today we are going to discuss one of the most common and most discussed thoughts, but something very unique, very different. And thank you for joining in. This is Ila Asthana. I'm the co-founder of World of Upbringing Nurturing Values. I'm a mental health well counselor and a marriage relationship coach. So it's a pleasure in welcoming you all for this Insta Live session. Today, the big question that we're addressing is, are you in a happy or a healthy marriage? Is there a difference between a happy and a healthy marriage? Yes, there is a huge difference between a happy marriage and a healthy marriage. So when is a marriage happy? When is it healthy? We need to know. We need to have that clear thoughts in us, whether before we actually be in a relationship or before we actually know about relationship or have a guidance towards our relationship. So what is a happy marriage? How do you define it? Or for say, how do you feel that it is a happy marriage? A marriage can be happy if I feel that I'm happy in this relationship, I'm getting whatever I want from this relationship or a marriage, my needs are satisfied, but I don't know what is happening at the other end. That's a happy marriage, because in my mind, in my thought process, in my assumptions, in my world, in my brain, I actually feel I'm living in a happy marriage because I have a good family, all my needs are satisfied, I have a children, I have everything. Whatever I want, I'm happy. So what happens to the other side? We don't know what is happening, and communication sometimes is one way, and sometimes we don't dig deep. It's not that we don't talk, it's not that we don't communicate. Sometimes we don't dig deep to actually know whether the other person is actually happy, or are we living in some kind of a bubble. So happy marriage could be anything that's actually felt and seen in I would say seen in any movies, or is seen in our usual society. So when does this happy marriage turn to be a healthy marriage? That's the question, right? Because that's the difference. In a happy marriage, it is usually I feel, or my thoughts or my assumptions are that everything is normal and everything is fine, everything is clear, everything is communicable, everything is open. We feel that. But if we dig deep, we know the real essence. So in a healthy marriage, it's little deeper. You got to literally dig deep a little and understand the other person's perspective. In a healthy marriage, both the partners feel happy. Both the partners ask the question, are you happy? Am I prioritizing you? Am I able to understand you? Am I able to give the time and the essence of a marriage? Am I able to live up to your expectations? Am I able to set the priorities straight when it comes to our relationship and marriage? All these questions are answered and satisfied for both the partners in the couple. So what happens is, in a healthy marriage, when I say that a marriage needs to be healthy, I mean it is happy on both the sides, it's healthy on both the sides, it is comfortable and emotionally connectable on both the sides. From both the perspectives, from both the partners' world, both think the same. And this healthy marriage happens only when you constantly have a communication process between both the partners. Constantly you ask these questions, am I happy? Am I able to make you happy? Am I being the partner that you want me to be? Do you expect me to change anything? Do you expect me to prioritize more or give importance to your expectations more? Am I able to do that? Am I able to live up to your expectations? Asking these questions on a not day-to-day basis, but yeah, once in a while when it comes to the conversation between couple, as a partner in a couple, it is very, very important that you open up and ask. And this is not just applicable to husband or wife. It is applicable to both the partners. Only if both the partners question, only if both the partners seek answer, and only if both the partners try to find that middle ground, come to consensus for everything, for every decision they make, that is when a healthy marriage happens. It is not something happily ever after anymore. I would say, I would call a marriage always a healthily ever after. That's how a marriage should be. The happily ever after is always a bubble and it can burst at any time. So, what do you see in a healthily ever after marriage? That's the big question, I would say. While there is a huge difference between a happy married life and a healthy married life, what is that a healthy marriage life or a healthy married life should have? The first thing is the right to have goodwill from the other partner. Very important. How they behave, how they are with you, what you are with them, loyalty, trust, everything matters. Giving not just 100%, more than that, because that's one person who's going to be there holding your hands throughout your life. So, making your marriage, working towards your marriage is very important. So, right to have a goodwill from the other partner. Right to have that emotional connect. You got to step up and give that emotional connect, as well as the partner will give you that emotional support. It has to be both ways. Emotional support is very, very important. Right to be heard and responded with courtesy. That is very, very important. Why do I specify the thought or the word courtesy here is courtesy is very important. That's when you actually feel that your emotions, your thoughts are valued. Your opinions are valued. So it is the right to heard and be responded with courtesy. That is valuable. Respecting your views as well as your partner's views. Because only when you have an open mind to work towards a healthy marriage, you will have the essence of respecting each other's views, and that will actually lead to a healthy marriage. You got to respect each other's views. That's when a healthy marriage happens. You might think that there might be a reason, or there might be just this essence of love and respect that comes from the other partner for your views, but you might not feel that actually in reality he is respecting or she is respecting, or actually acknowledging what you are feeling. So it is very, very important that a person has to respect your views as well as acknowledge your opinions and thoughts, your feelings and emotions. No matter how small or big it is, it cannot be discarded. It cannot be framed as just a small thing. No. Your emotions and your feelings must be respected and acknowledged. And it is very, very important. And it has to be mutual. It has to have a healthy marriage, should have a legitimate question and answers and open space for discussion. It is not something where one person question and the other person answers. It should be mutual. It should be a place where both of them are able to ask each other questions and seek answers. That is very, very important. Because only when we question each other, we will know what are the needs of each other. And that's when we will be able to satisfy each other. Right? So it is very, very important that we have an open discussions and open thoughts and space for expressing each other. We got to respect each other's dreams, interests and career options. It is very, very important that we actually respect each other's career, dreams and interests, because they also are a very, very important part of our life, important part as an individual. And when we come to the plate of marriage, we give that as well, we share that as well. No amount or not even the slightest physical or emotional threat should happen. No blackmail, nothing. Even slightest thing of emotional blackmail should not be entertained. In a healthy marriage, there is no space for physical and emotional threat. Because people feel abuse or something is just physical. No, emotional abuse and mental abuse is even deeper. So there is no space for any kind of physical or emotional threat, even for the lamest things. And last but not the least, right to be asked and not ordered. Because in a marriage, we generally take each other for granted, and we kind of end up being ordering each other, or like, do this, do that, you have to do that. No, that doesn't work in a healthy marriage. You have to ask each other. There is no thoughts of ordering each other. These are the few things I personally feel that a healthy marriage has. If you have all this in your marriage, you should be happy. You should feel blessed that you are in a healthy marriage. And even if one of the things is missing, it's time you work upon on your marriage. Because it is very important that we take that step towards our marriage. We are so ready, we are so equipped, we are so open to work towards our career, to work towards our dreams, to work towards our financial stability. But are we working towards our marriage? Are we working towards our marriage to be healthy? That's the question we need to ask. That's the question we need to ask our partners. If you are somebody who has not got married, please be cautious. Please know that this is your need. This should be what you expect in your partner. This should be is what you actually want from your marriage. Beyond the love or having sexual intimacy and everything, these should be the ground rules of your marriage. Because the rest of the things shall follow. But if these are not there, somewhere your soul is not satisfied in the marriage. We all need to feel satisfied. It's not just the men has to be satisfied or the women has to be satisfied. Both the partners have to be equally satisfied. And it comes through years of work, years of time investment, years of emotional investment in this. So if you're somebody who's about to get married, or if you're somebody who's having a rough patch in your marriage, please sit down, talk it out, give that other person the benefit of doubt, and be open to seek answers more than just questioning. Because somewhere as individuals when we are angry, when we are upset, we just want to question the other person. We don't want to listen to the answers. We don't want to seek answers. We kind of have already framed the answers that we expect from the other person. So just let's put all those things in the back seat and pause ourselves and give that space for open discussions, open consensus in our marriage, and ensure that our marriage is leading towards a healthily ever after and not just happily ever after. Thank you so much for joining in this session. For any kind of mental health counseling and marriage relationship coaching or any kind of assistance if you need, you can connect with us. Thank you and have a great day.